charges scared the shit out of me. Instinct kicked in. I jumped up, trying to remember what I was supposed to do. My escape route had been planned and practiced from the first day I moved in. I knew there would come a time when I'd have to run. She wouldn't let me testify alive. She told me to my face. I remember it like it was yesterday. My own mother really wanted me dead. The rambling and thrashing sounds told me they were trashing my living room. My heart must have stopped. All I heard were the words, "She's in here," someone said, as they continued to bang. The voices were deep, muffled, and unfamiliar. From what I understood, my mother, Velma Big V. Holmes, was still locked down and would be until the trial. Unfortunately for me, she was like a god. There, even when I couldn't see her. Her connections were strong, even in Jersey. Once these 3 armed men ran up in her stash house, unloading round for round. Their aim was to knock off everybody in her operation. My uncle said it was like the scene out of an Italian mafia movie. Big V not only walked toward the bullets, she was somehow able to grab one of the assailants and shoot him dead in the face, blowing off his nose. Always prepared, he said that after her sniper rifle was empty, she exposed a revolver, finishing off the job. My baby Rich told me he was the only one who didn't run. Everybody else fled after shooting a few rounds. Still, in all, Big V and Rich finished the job. I heard my mother never flinched. The crazy part was that all this went down at an illegal stash house, but somehow, even after the bodies were taken out and the news reporters publicly aired her dirty laundry, she still managed to beat the charges. She got off because the property was in her name, and the assailants entered illegally, with the intent to harm her. Not only that, she dealt with her workers who didn't stand strong. We all knew it was bullshit, but her money was long, and her talk game was right. So, as far as I knew, she could be out on bail right now. Damn! If this is what she meant by bringing in the heavy artillery, she meant business, I thought. "Bitch, you did," one of the voices shouted from the other side of my bedroom door. His raging voice brought me back to reality. 20 seconds passed, and I was still in my bed, scared to move. "Where the fuck you hiding?" one of the voices shouted in between more smashing sounds. Shit! 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 What the hell am I gonna do? I panicked even more. Fear took hold of my thoughts. I inched back in the corner of my bed, pulling my covers with me. For some reason, I thought if I'd shielded myself, they wouldn't be able to get into the room. The hard rattling and powerful shaking of the knob made me wet myself a little. I wanted to yell back just to see if my mother was on the other side, but decided against it. I also wondered if my old love, Rich, was out there too. He claimed to love me, but Big V had probably convinced him that I was the enemy. Hell, for all I knew, she could have been screwing him. That's how she got down. She did anything to stay at the top of her game and keep her crew loyal. Unfortunately, she and Rich were two of a kind ruthless. So, if he was after me, I would be yesterday's trash. Boom! I felt the vibration of somebody hit the door. I sat up in attention. My heart raced so fast it skipped beats. I couldn't catch my breath. "Okay, move, dumbass," I whispered inside. But for some reason, my